Hello, good evening. This is James Brew of the Brew Show, and I'm here with Yusuf. He's a sports consultant, and we attended the UPSA GHALCA Sports Management course today. Yusuf, how was it?
I mean, it's been good. I'm happy to be a part of such events. It's been very, very, very useful. I mean, sometimes if you don't come to such programs, you may think that your experience is enough for what you do, but I mean, when you come, you get an insight of a lot of things that needs to be learned.
Sure. And we learned a lot, like you pointed out, we learned about public relations in sports, we learned about finance and how to manage it. Which particular topic caught your interest the most or piqued your interest the most?
Networking, and then how to prepare a proposal to be able to attract sponsorship.
Yeah.
And especially how to keep yourself abreast with time. These were the three things that really caught my interest.
And you being a sports consultant, naturally, it's going to enhance the way you do things now. So any advice you have for your peers or people who want to get into the industry?
After this program, I've seen the need that we should be able to update ourselves all the time. Because time is running fast. The world is becoming smaller, and then everywhere is dynamic. So if you stick to the old, the old way of doing things, you find yourself wanting. So I think it's important for us to ensure that we update ourselves, to get ourselves acclimatized with time, and then we'll be able to do things properly. And sure. So,
and then finally, how would you like for people to contact you?
My contacts, I can share my Facebook with you, Yusuf Ojo Abubakar. That's my Facebook, and that's the best way I want people to stay in touch with me. I don't.
Sure. The name again, please.
Yusuf Abubakar, but the Facebook is Yusuf Ojo Abubakar.
So guys, Yusuf, it's been a pleasure being with you and learning with you, and all the best as well. And I'll be personally looking forward to hearing what you do in the world of sports.
Sure.
Guys, this is just Brew of the Brew Show once again. It's a pleasure bringing this video to you, and I do hope that from this conference or this sports marketing course, we will be changing not just the face of Ghanaian sports, not football. I didn't say football, I said sports, but Africa as a whole, and then eventually to the world. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and of course on LinkedIn at The Brew Show. And personally, you can find James Brew on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on LinkedIn. Bye! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is James Brew of The Brew Show. I'm here with a very distinguished journalist, Salim Abdul Razak from GBC Kumasi. Salim, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Nice one. So we came to UPSA for a sports marketing course, right? And then there's also UPSA and GHALCA. Yeah. And it was a 2-day event. And Charlie, me personally, I learned a lot. I had a lot of expectations. I think they were fulfilled. But I want to know how you felt.
Yeah, it was an amazing program, and I think the decision to partake in this program has been justified. And I think going for such programs should institute, especially at the university level, should be a full-time program for people to actually learn, because I think sports is an emerging industry in Africa, and if you look at how they contribute to major economies like the UK and the US, how sports in general, not only football, contributes to these economies, I think it's something that Ghana should take seriously, and we should be able to utilize the opportunities in there, because over time it has shown in countries like Egypt, South Africa, that how football and sports in general can contribute to the economy. So I think it's something in the right direction, and UPSA should be able to institute a major program to cover the sporting aspect of the game. And I was very happy to hear the news of them instituting an MBA program in sports administration in particular. I had the information much earlier than today, but to officially communicate it to the public, I think it's the step in the right.
That's right. Now, during the course, we learned a lot of things. We saw some of the challenges some clubs were facing, especially when it came to making sure they had the right people in the right positions. And then we were given some very insightful tips. With regards to the unemployment issue that we've been burdened with in this country, how do you think sports can help change that?
Sports is a major sector, as I said. But the problem is, people in this nation, especially football administrators, must see sports as a business, as we really identify in this program. I already had that perception that people didn't really take sports as a major industry, business, as I would say. But I think they need to take it as such and employ professional, the way is professional people, to run these sectors within the sporting industry so that it will run efficiently and effectively to be able to cook much and generate a lot of investment to help the sporting industry to thrive. And I think it's a major sector, and if they do things right professionally, is the way, put structures in place and make sure they set ambitions to achieve. I think it will really help a lot of the youth. The youth love sports. So doing something that you love and generating income from it, I think it would be one of the best things to help with the unemployment rate in the nation.
That's right. And with regards to sporting franchises, we know finance is an issue. And everybody on every level needs partnerships or sponsorships in some regard. And we had a lot of insights being shared over here. What one thing with regards to sponsorship or partnerships really caught your attention?
The sponsorship bit, I think in order to attract sponsors, you need to do certain things right, especially with the structure of the organization. The administrative aspects of the organization must be right in order for corporate entities to sponsor the football clubs and sports in general. So I think the football clubs must start structuring themselves very well, and that's one aspect that I think the club licensing system is very good, but the implementation has been a major problem in this country. And if we are able to implement it very well, because our clubs have shown it over time that if you leave them to their fate, they are not going to do the right things.
Yeah.
So the FA as a governing body should be able to insist on certain structural changes in these organizations to help them run professionally in order to be able to generate a lot of income through sponsorship and arrangements and the rest. So I think sponsorship is very key in today's modern trends. If you look at the big football clubs in the world, they thrive and generate a lot of income through sponsorship. Sponsorship takes like 70% of their income. So I think it's something that we cannot do without it, and it's one of the major reasons why our clubs are not thriving. They are finding it difficult to run day to day and to also participate and make sure their contributions in African games goes a bit better.
That's right. And finally, how would you prefer for people to contact you?
Yeah, they can actually engage me on my social media handle, Salim Abdurazak Salim on Facebook. You go to Twitter, Salim Chaswin. You can get in touch with me, and email too. You can get me in touch with me on salimabdurazak00@gmail.com, and WhatsApp too, preferably if you want to talk to me through WhatsApp, 0245998958. We can chat and take the conversation from there, I think.
That's right. Thank you, Salim. And guys, like I said, Charlie, we learned a lot. We've not really given you everything because obviously we couldn't have given you everything in this short video. But trust me when I say that this is the start of a very beautiful partnership to come. And if a lot of people jump on board, I think not just the face of Ghanaian sports, but Africa, and then to some extent the world would improve. This is James Brew of the Brew Show. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. And you can find James on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course on LinkedIn. Bye. Guys, again, this is James Brew, and I'm here with one of the brains behind the program I just came to attend. So the reasons why this two-day event was a success, Mr. Hussein Hassan, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, James.
Nice. So he is a lecturer at UPSA, and please, what do you lecture?
I teach sports marketing.
you hear he teaches sports marketing. Like I said, he's the brain behind the whole thing. So for you, how was this event?
Oh, it was good. You know, we thought about, I mean, as an institution, we know that sports is big business, and globally there's a lot that is being done, especially in developed countries, to develop sports and also use sports as a means to an end, bettering economies, and sports is a big contributor to the economies of a lot of these developed countries. So we thought that as an institution that has touched many sectors in this country, and we could, well affect the sports industry as well. And so we thought about putting something together that the sports industry would appreciate, and we did this with some input from the sports industry. And so clearly, as you saw, people enjoyed the sessions and are even looking forward to more. So the reason for putting this together is for better management of sports in the country, and also better management of sports facilities and things like that.
Nice. Now, it's interesting that you added people were even yearning for more. Personally, I am, and I heard from a reliable source that there's a master's program coming up. Could you shed some more light for us?
Yes, so it is true that there's a master's program in sports. Let me be specific, it is in sports management, but it all lies with management of the university, and they would ascertain if it's the right thing to do or not, but management is considering it, and hopefully it comes as soon as possible.
Nice. And I know you guys partner with GHALCA, the Ghana League Clubs Association, and you both, at least I can say from my side as a participant, that the turnout was impressive. Can I safely
No,
assume
it was very impressive.
Nice.
It was well beyond our expectations, and I think somewhere about 2 weeks ago when we spoke with GHALCA, they projected about 50 people. They weren't even sure themselves, but as you saw yourself, the numbers were about 80. And for a start, I think that is positive. And this program will be better measured if people like you who have come to, participate in, go back to your various places of work and implement what you've learned in the classroom. And so I think that this program will pick up and will get better.
So any final words for people who might want to jump onto opportunities like this in the not too distant future, and then also how people can contact you?
Right. I would tell people, especially people with interest in sports stakeholders, that we plan to have a series of such programs. So you make sure that, I mean, if you're in the sports industry, you need certain skills to be able to to get better at what you do. And so we at the University of Professional Studies are ready to give you, training in what it requires to make you a better sports person. Yeah.
That's fine. And the ways we can contact you?
I mean, just personally or
personally, on social media?
On social media, yeah. I use Hussein Hassan on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Hussein Hassan. On Twitter, it's Hussein Hassan 4, the figure 4.
The figure 4.
Yeah, so just inbox me, and whatever suggestions or questions or something or anything of the sort that you've got, we can pick it from there.
That's right. On behalf of my viewers, and I think I can safely speak for my fellow participants, thank you for organizing this program. And
I am not the organizer.
So thank you for being part of thank you for clarifying. Thank you for being part of the body that helped put this together. And it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure from my end.
You're welcome.
Nice. So guys, this is James once again of the Brew Show. And Charlie, it's been a very, very hectic 2-day period, but a very successful 2-day period. So, as I say goodbye to the classroom where I learned so much, Once again, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram personally as James Brew Misa or JBrew3690. And you can find the Brew Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and of course on LinkedIn. Speaking of the Brew Show, today is our 3rd anniversary. By today, I mean 3rd June 2022. Happens to be our 3rd anniversary. So thank you guys for being with us every step of the journey so far. And I hope we continue to grow from strength to strength, leaps and bounds. And continue changing lives. And then also, today happens to be my birthday. And I thank everybody for wishing me, sharing in the fun. And let's continue growing as well with peace, prosperity, and of course a lot of success. So guys, it's been a pleasure. Enjoy your weekend, and now I am going to chill.